Welcome, welcome, welcome to another edition of Nikki B and Friends. Hello, friends.
What's going on?
Hey, hey.
We got Coach P in the building.
You already know.
And we have someone who has not been on Nikki B and Friends before, but is a friend of Nikki B's. We have Newt Sky in the building. Welcome, Newt.
Hey.
I'm glad to finally be able to come through and show some love, y'all.
Yeah, we're happy and excited to have you aboard the show. You have been listening from the beginning, and I always get some good feedback from you. So thank you for being a part of the show. What's going on?
Problem.
Good. So just tell us, what's going on with you, Newt?
Just, busy right now trying to get back to work. Been staying at home with the kids for a while. Getting old. Now it's time to get back to business outside the home some too. So that's all I've been up to.
That's cool. How your week go, Coach? What's going on with you?
It's been a great week, actually. Just working. Won another award for my site. My friend, he got married, so that's been a great weekend as well. And that's really been it for me. What about you, Nick?
I'm doing good, actually. I went to a concert this weekend that
Which
I was
one?
the Legends of Hip Hop. So we had, and when I tell you it was so hype, so we had Too Short, DJ Quick, Juvenile, Scarface, and then there was some guys.
Was it 8 Ball and MJG?
That's who it was.
Yeah,
and when I tell you that, oh my goodness, Chicago loves them, and I hadn't heard of them before, really. I didn't even know any of the songs, but Chicago knew all of them, and Chicago definitely came out and supported. It was so hype, we just had so much fun. I think the only issue was towards the end, because we had some really good seats. We had floor seats, but so toward the end, some of the weed made it to the bottom. It was kind of like I think we may have all been high.
Is weed legal in Illinois?
No. Mm-mm.
Really?
Nope. And it was you could just see some people, passing it around, but I will say that everybody was there to have a good time, and that's what I always say, that especially when I'm looking at.
Yeah.
You said what?
But no fight.
Right. When I'm looking at other places, Chicago is known for violence, but the violence is a different type of violence. When people go to parties, you rarely hear about, or it's a fight that break out at a party. When people go to party in Chicago, they go to party. They're not going to fight and all of that. And every time you turn around and I look at Facebook, Grand Rapids complain about they don't have nothing to do, and then they have something, and it's always a fight.
So so y'all fight at stores.
Right. Right. Walmart.
A trip for milk.
Right.
Somewhere in the street.
Right. Parking places.
Yeah.
Milk, somebody cutting you off. You might, get shot. Stuff like that. People get shot at the barbecue place, not at the party. You want to pick up their food. That's how they do.
That's funny.
Y'all wait times be long for food down there. So, waiting an hour for a basket or something.
Right.
We'll have you on edge. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why, that's how it happened. But I had so much fun. But then you'll be remembering that next day, okay, yeah. A little bit older now, a little bit tired, or hanging out that late and turning up, but it was a good time. What's my favorite name? What's my favorite word? Guess that Too Short came out in the building. And there was still some women because he said he was taking some people back. And yeah, it was people still raising their hand.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Huh?
I said somebody grandma doing that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think somebody didn't watch their grandkids, so they probably took a while to go backstage with Too Short.
Yep, pretty much. That's probably how it went down too. But it was real good. Just brought back a lot of good old memories and stuff. Everybody want to know about a brother named Quick.
You was fly too. I seen your picture.
Yes,
You was in there.
Did you see me? Because I didn't want to do no heels because I had heels that same color, but I had threw my little Pumas on to, be comfortable in case you had to run out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we like I said, we ain't had no problems. It was actually, just real, like, man, Scarface did that. This year Halloween fell on the weekend. Me and Buddy wasn't chicken. Man, we was jamming. Day by day, it's more impossible to come. Yeah, I'm still hype.
I can tell she had a good time.
Yeah,
but that's when rap. Right. It was more. That's when rap was more storytelling. So whether they were doing it, it just made it was a good story to be told. Now it don't be about nothing but my booty big.
No, just don't.
I'm dripping wet.
Yeah.
I'll get you some.
It just be describing rooms, kitchen, table, counter, microwave, refrigerator, stuff in it. Like what else though?
Wah.
Yeah, that type of stuff. I actually like that. That line got me.
What?
That wah, be I'm a baby. I was like, I like that. I get it.
Yeah, but yeah, they not talking about nothing. They say it's one of them end up saying that too. Like these rappers ain't talking about nothing. I think that was Juvenile, but had a good time. So let's get to our. Want to thank our sponsors for today, which is Leet Buds, LEETBUDS. They are what we are using this evening. They are AirPods that can go with any phone, Samsung, anything, any device you got. You can hook these to your device. So you can go to their website at LEETPODS.
No, LEETBUDS.com.
Oh, okay. All right. LEETBUDS.com. What did I say?
You said P-O. Yeah, I think it's about to spell Lee Pods or something, I think.
Oh, okay. And if you put in the code GMW. Wow. Yeah. GMW for Global Money World, you will get a discount. So please use GMW for the promo code. Yeah. And Leet Buds, LEETBUDS.
And we'll tell you guys again at the end of the episode.
And it will also be on the Facebook page and Instagram and Twitter at Nikki NIKKI and friends. So thank you all for joining our page. We do have some top fans from the page for this week. They are the top fans. So just want to I'm gonna give a shout out to a few of them: Marilyn Lopez, Kelly Hartman, Holly Hines, Hairdron Kendra, Paul Anderson, Nicole Perry, Asia Washington, Rochelle Mokipo, Sarah James, Ratia Goodman, Ebony Singleton, Nita Williams, Darlene Brennan, Erica Freeman, Kiki Threat, so many more.
Is this a family reunion?
I know, that's why I had to stop. So thank you guys for being our top fans, and those are the people who come on and answer our questions and participate on our page. So make sure that you follow our page and become one of our top fans, and you may hear your name on the show. Nikki, Nikkib, and Friends on Facebook. So let's get right into the topic for this episode. So the topic today is, when is it appropriate to argue on social media, and what is proper etiquette for the argument, or just Facebook, period? So, is it appropriate to argue on Facebook? And I'll let one of you guys go first before I tell my story. So let's start out with Newt.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Let's start with Newt.
She's new. Let's start with Newt. Is it appropriate to argue on Facebook?
You know, I don't think that it is most of the time. I think it should not be done, but every now and then you got to let somebody know, because, you know, it's always those couple people that just stay trying to argue on Facebook posts, and, you know, you can ignore them for so long, but it's like the more you ignore them, the more they come for you, and then you have to shut them down. So most of the time, no, but sometimes, yes.
Okay, so, when do you have to let somebody know? Like, don't disrespect.
Okay. Yes, no disrespect. But yes, like for instance, like there's a couple people on my social media. It can be something happy. They're gonna try to flip it and turn it into something dramatic. You know, those types of people.
On your comments. Like they'll comment. Okay.
Yeah, coming on comments or coming on, you know, posts, and just always trying to throw something extra into it. Like, for instance, once I posted like a picture of my daughter about to go to a dance, and then somebody who, you know, I've been noticing kind of really not a friend, she kind of like a hater. And again, she always got some negative comeback on whatever positivity you throw out. Got on there and was just like, yeah, you know, no, I was like, you know, the kids are the future. You know, I can't wait to see what she does with her life, you know. And then she's like, girl, hopefully she's like we was growing up. And I'm just like, you don't help like that and do that. Like, save that for a private conversation me and you have, you know. That is for everybody, you know. Yeah, my teens was a little wild, you know, but that ain't from Facebook, and that definitely ain't from my daughter's post, you know. So get off of your hating, you know, and stick to the topic, you know.
Mm-hmm. So I notice a lot that what people do is they will I hate couples who get on there and do it. But what I do notice is it's a lot of people who send messages without putting people's name in it. So I'm like, if you're gonna put the message out there, you know, put the name in it.
Like, give an example.
You know how somebody always hating, and or if you got something to say to me, put my name in it. But it's like, you're doing the same thing by not putting their name in it. So,
right. Yeah. It's a lot of that too. I got a couple like cousins that do that all the time. Like, we have a phone conversation. Maybe they didn't like that I was telling them about how they were on some mess too. Like, they always trying to say it's somebody else's fault. And then after we have a conversation and they didn't like what I said to them about, well, you was kind of egging that on too, then they'll get on Facebook like, people really don't be in support of you. And I get on there like, if you're talking about me, you could have just tagged me, okay? You could have called on me. You didn't have to go on there doing all that, because I know you're talking about me.
Right. So here is one that that happened to me, and actually it happened not too long ago, but so it was I don't even know how to tell the story without even telling the story, but there was an incident that happened. So some type of celebration was going on, and I was on FaceTime. So it was something exciting going on. So the look on my face from FaceTime was exciting. You know, my eyes was big, and I was at home. You know what I mean? And so here's the difference. One person comments and says, wow, the girl on the phone face is priceless, right? I say to her, yeah, I was out of town. I was on the edge of my seat, you know, I'm excited. She goes, yeah, you know, you could tell that, you know, that's cool, you know, that's good. But your face, you know, it was just priceless, you know. All right, cool. However, someone else does the same poll on the same post they post. I know the person who is on FaceTime is mad. So to me, that means they thought like I look bad, so I shouldn't have, you know, I will be mad when I seen it. So then I commented with, no, actually, I'm not mad. I'm okay not having on a face full of makeup and fake eyelashes to be on the picture. I'm good. I'm confident in myself. I'm pretty. I know that. And so then she end up saying another comment. And then I said something. And then she came back, and then I said, you know, I'm not about this gangster typing. You know, I'll be in Grand Rapids March 18th. Just let me know where you're going to be. And, you know, we could talk about this. I don't do this, you know. So, you know, so the people involved or whatever, the people with the, exciting day, you know, they ended up getting in it and all of that. And then the person who I'm closest with, you know, I had said she felt that it was silly, my reaction. Now, this is someone who I have taken up for in other situations on Facebook of people throwing shade at her. So she was saying that's been up. I had just seen it, but it had been up for over a week. To me, I kind of took it personal because as close as you and I are, if somebody had to put a comment like that on there about you, I would have said, take that down then, or had it erased then. I would have never, if it was a week and a half, 2 weeks, I should have never saw it. He felt that I was over exaggerating, and I felt I wasn't.
Okay. So what about, at what point in that dialogue you and that person had did you decide, you know what, it's time to invite the fade?
Because I don't do that typing and stuff. A lot of people, like, Facebook has made a lot of people brave enough to say things that they wouldn't say to your face. I've never been that person. So if you want to get smart and snapping off, I'll see you. Just if you want to holler, like, I don't do the typing type of thing. I'm just letting you know I'm secure in myself, and I don't need on no face full of makeup, because all your pictures, you got on too much makeup and fake eyelashes and weave and all of that. I don't have to do all of that. So you want to get smart instead of just saying, you know, I ain't mean no harm. You want to get smart about it. Typing. I'll be in town on March 13th.
Okay.
Let me know where you at. We could talk. You know, you want to talk if you want to talk about it, because it wasn't even really nothing to talk about.
Okay, so how many exchanges do you give a person before it's time to invite the hands? Is it I say something, you say something, hands? Or is it I say something, you say something, I say something, you say something, hands?
It's usually I say something, you say something. Then if you got smart and that say something, I may get smart back. Mm-hmm. And if you get smart again, then it's hands. It's stop.
Okay, so forget you too. Forget you. Let's fight.
I wasn't even trying to see. This is the thing. I wasn't trying to fight nobody. What I said was, I'll be in town March 13th. Tell me where you're gonna be, and we could finish this conversation.
Okay.
Which means you're gonna get these. I'm gonna slap you in your face because what you're not gonna do is be typing and thinking you're gonna get smart. Because what you saying on here, I know you wouldn't say to my face.
So she couldn't say to your face. Sorry, do it. So she can't say to your face, man, I bet the person.
I bet you, right. I bet you she wouldn't.
I bet you she wouldn't. Man, I bet she wouldn't like seeing her face like that. She couldn't say that to your face without you being like, no, it ain't nothing like that. I'm just good.
Right. Yeah, if she would have said, you think she would say that to my face?
I think she can. I think you can say that and not be like, man, I think you can say that and not be expecting a fight. I think you can say that.
And not be expecting a fight?
If you could be like, man, I bet you embarrassing your face like that. Because a person might be like, nah, man, actually, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I wear my do-rag and robe all the time. I'm good. And then somebody be like, oh, okay, cool.
And if she would have said, okay, cool, then that would have been the end of it.
But what did she say again? What did she say after? No, I'm good. I'm secure.
I don't remember because the messages got deleted.
But there was nothing enough to hold on to.
I don't go around starting stuff and popping off at the mouth and finger talking. That ain't never been. That's not my thing. That's why my page not for that. No, I don't go around starting stuff. Now, when people was disrespecting this person, I did get on there and say, oh, we not going to have none of this. This person not about to be stressed. She not about to deal with no drama. I'm letting everybody know this. And that was it. So if you can't take up for me like I could take up for you, you let me know where we stand. And that's just what I'm on.
And do you unfriend that person after, like, or okay, why? Okay.
Well, the person that person no, but the other person I didn't even know. So then, why did you even feel comfortable enough to argue about something, or to even make a comment about that? Go ahead, Newt.
Yeah, okay, that was my question. I was gonna say, did you know the person? Maybe she was trying to joke, but okay, if you ain't know her, yeah, that's a whole nother level of disrespect. Because it's one thing when you're familiar with somebody and you can kind of take it as a joke, but that's the thing with social media is everybody just want to comment to whoever, whether they know them or not, and it's like you don't know how people play and if they're gonna take it as a joke. So if you're not trying to have beef with people from Facebook posts, you should at least be like, I didn't mean it like that, so that somebody will know where it's coming from, not just think you're trying to be messy.
Right. And when I said I'm comfortable with no makeup and all of that, the comment should have been made like, I didn't mean it like that, but instead of being defensive, which tells me that you were trying to be smart and snap off, because I gave you guys the other example of the girl saying her face was priceless. Me commenting back to her friendly. I know I was on the edge of my seat. I couldn't wait, but I'm excited. That's cool, but your face was priceless. That's different. Oh, I know that girl mad. Why would I be mad? Because I don't have to put on a head full of weave and fake eyelashes and a whole bunch of makeup to feel secure about myself. You just told the type of person that you are.
Okay.
Then you want to argue with me?
Would a LOL have diffused the situation for you? Because if you throw in the LOL, that could kind of be like,
no, not off of the girl on the phone gonna be mad. LOL. Because to me that said she looked bad.
But if she is like, but if she just put a LOL after her comments, because a LOL, that's like a peace offering. You know what I'm saying?
Not all the time. When I send it to people,
LOL.
No, if me and somebody playing and I send it, it mean LOL. I done sent it to some guys before, and that mean I'm laughing out loud at you, fool. That's how stupid you look.
Okay, break that one down for me. Like, okay, LOL, like I'm being funny, and LOL, you a fool. Like, what does a LOL, you a fool message look like?
LOL, you a fool message looks like, oh, you could be on social media, but you can't call me back. And I done sent you all these messages. I'm inboxing you. You funny acting. Why haven't I heard from you? Or I guess you don't want to go out with me. LOL, you looking stupid right now.
I'll reply, I'm pregnant. That'll get you.
No, it won't because
exactly what you just did that whole tongue tie. But
no, it didn't. Because trust me, I have a comeback for everything. Because that's why I say this is why I work and move the way that I move, just like the guys all in their feelings. This is how I weed out dudes who ain't strong. We'll put it that way. I won't even call them no BANs. I just say dudes that ain't strong. Anytime you in your feelings that you sending me 20 messages, inboxing me 20 messages, and texting me 20 messages about me not calling you back.
Yeah, that's definitely in your feelings right there.
And that's a LOL, but really not. We kidding.
Okay.
So when is it acceptable to you, Coach P? Is it ever acceptable to you for an argument to happen on Facebook?
Me, I don't argue online with people. That's just not my thing. I have before. I think like if you defending, I think that's the appropriate. Like I don't think you should ever be on the like go after people. But I'm about to contradict myself in a second, but I'll get to that. Like when you just going out your way to argue with people. But I think if you defending yourself or somebody, I think that's fair game to be like, no, we not about to do that. That's not cool. Keep it respectful. But one thing that I do is that I got an account. I do.
Okay.
Is that I got like an account that's like no profile picture or anything. And so like if I'm going like somebody might just get a random FU. And they mentioned it might be from a profile. And it might be from a profile you don't know. Like because I critique music sometimes. Like I get a lot of artists, they reach out to me. And some people I'll be respectfully be like, nah, this is not it. You need to work on this. And some people be like, man, F you, man, they ain't for the people and all that. And they might just get a random message, F you, you untalented B. But because like it can't come from me directly, but you may just get that from a random person saying F your dreams, because you don't do that to me. I'm trying to be respectful.
F your dreams.
But I think just defending people, I think like is the right thing, because like proper etiquette for me is like why I don't like arguing with people in general is because like I don't play fair all the time. Like I can take it there. I might get real personal. So I'm like, it's just best for me not to argue with you, because I'm gonna get to talking about your kids and stuff and how you don't do your daughter hair. I might take it there that your mom be cheating on your dad. Like I can really go. So I was like, you know what?
I'm trying to shut them down.
Yeah, like that's why I don't really argue with people, because it's like
don't argue with me no more. I'm gonna have to stop.
Yeah, it's like I'm not. So I was like, I'd rather not do that with you. So just let me. I think that's wrong. Like that's why, like with me, like on social media, that's why I don't really post my kids or people like that. It's because it's like it's some evil people out there, and there's some mean people out there that could really like try to go for people that you care about head. So it's like it's to protect them. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be some bad people out there. Because like I might go in on you if I see you ain't been doing your daughter hair and you want to come for me. I'm gonna tell you. So.
Right. And see, that's why I don't do it either, because I know my mouth is terrible, and I can cut you to the core with my mouth. So why even do all of that when I could just meet you in person and slap you in your mouth?
Okay. How far are you willing to travel for a meeting?
It depends on what the situation is.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would it take for you to travel 200 miles?
I come that way, so that's why whenever somebody
not just
in Grand
Rapids, not just Grand Rapids. I'm
the,
saying
the
what would it
opposite
take?
way.
Yeah, what would it take for you to go an opposite way 200 miles for online disrespect?
It depends on what they came at me with, how well I know them. I'm just not gonna be disrespected.
Just the fact that you would even think of a scenario where it ain't that. You know what? If I ain't about to go out my way for this. The fact that it's I think if they did this, I'm willing to maybe make a trip, maybe make it a family thing, book a hotel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even if you don't know them personally?
I done drove somebody else to fight. I mean, fight somebody. Even you got a big old mouth like that. Could you think I'm out of town? That I can't reach you? Oh, I reach you.
So even if you don't know them personally, you would still make a trip.
Now, I'm not about to sit up here and have the police knocking at my door, but I fly to whoop your tail.
Even if you don't know them personally?
One person, yeah.
But you don't know them.
They know me now, don't they?
It ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
I know, and that's the thing. It's almost like Newt can agree. Whenever you try to be the bigger and better person, whenever you're trying to do right and all that, it's like people will be trying to come for you, and you know what I mean? It'd be like, I'm too old for this. I ain't going there. I done got too old for this. I'm not about to do that. And then soon you would do that. It's almost like somebody try to test you, like, you ain't going to do, you can't do that, or you not going to do that. And then you got to remind them sometime who they talking to.
That you ignorant.
I'm ignorant for defending myself.
If you're willing to go 200 miles or catch a flight to somebody you don't know, that's ignorant.
Nope.
Would you go 200 miles for somebody you have never met a day in your life, all because of an online argument?
Probably not, but I might tell them if they ever in town, they can see me with that. But
that's fair. That's fair.
I probably wouldn't come to them. I wouldn't give them that much time. But if they could get to me, I would definitely invite them. If they, want to be talking stuff like that. But
if you happen to be going to that town, would you say, I'll be there this day?
Well, see, yeah, I have done that before.
Yeah, that's fair.
Usually, when you tell somebody to see you, they usually don't want that. They just want that.
Oh, yeah, because that's what she said. You think I'm going to tell you where I'm at? You popping off at the gun, but you won't tell somebody where you at? You're really supposed to be willing to meet me in Michigan City.
Yeah, no, they don't do
flight.
You said what?
I said, because you down to catch a flight? Like, what did that mean? Everybody ain't down to take PTO to fight somebody?
Stop talking.
No.
That was the old me. This is the new me. Now, that happened a month ago. But that was a circumstance that hadn't happened in a while. But I was in my feelings. I can get in my feelings sometimes. But it really did, like, a lot of times stuff like that need to happen. Because you need to know, especially when you go around and you riding or dying for somebody and they won't do the same for you. The moral of that story was I needed to know that somebody that I take up for wouldn't do the same for me. And sometimes it takes that to show you that.
Yeah. I feel you on that, because I done peeped a couple of people like that too, where, they'd call me up for the most ratchet, come with me to this picnic because these people don't like me. And I want to step through there. And I'd be like, all right, I'll come. But then I invite you to, some stuff and, and now you and your feelings talking about, I feel like you was just inviting me because them people was going to come to it that you don't like. Okay, but how many ratchet parties you invited me to that I was like, all right, I'm riding. You know, when I knew you had a whole club full of people that didn't like you, and I'm like, all right, I'll come, but with your crazy self. But now you mad because I asked you one time. Yeah, I picked that. So.
No, I think Facebook really reveals a lot about people, because if you know, you'll see, you know, people who talk about people like a dog, and then you will see them on a picture together, and you just be like,
yeah,
she just spent a whole hour telling me all this girl business, and then she on there talking like that's her best friend. It really reveals how fake and phony people are too.
Yeah, it do. Or they spend every day that they talk to you on the phone talking bad about these people. Let you agree with them or say one thing on your own opinion. Now they defending these people that they just been dogging out to you. And I feel like, okay, you know what? Don't talk to me about them no more, because I see you're fake. You probably do me the same way. So, yeah, let's not even mention them no more. Don't call me about that.
Right. And don't forget, right.
Anything, you know, whatever. Don't call me with that mess. Because if I got an opinion, I'm going to say mine too. So.
Right. And don't forget the people who are always, if you post something that's drama related, they'll comment. But you post something positive, they won't like it. You will say, my kid doing good and my kid on honor roll. And the people who you would think were like, who wouldn't, everybody that's your friends should like that in these day and times. And your kid doing some great stuff, and then they pass right by and won't even like it. And then like somebody they said they don't like posts. You know what I mean? Like they just refuse to like your stuff. Like, I'm not gonna like this picture of her dressed up going somewhere.
Oh yeah, that be that fake stuff. Or what about them people that they take pictures all the time, and then you see an ugly picture of yourself, and you be like, don't post that picture. Post one of these other ones that I look good in, and then they post a weird looking picture.
Yeah, they gonna always post something you said not to.
Be like, hey, why you trying to put pictures? You ain't the paparazzi. Don't put these ugly pictures of me out here. I told you I don't like the pictures. But that's that low key, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that picture where your stomach was kind of poking out after you ate. Looking like I'm pregnant and stuff. Like, still done told you they like me and you hating. You know, I don't get it. So, yeah, you got to peep that. And see, Coach P, girls do little funny stuff different than dudes, you know. Dudes can point out their pettiness in a different way, and then it's like y'all can get over it faster and all that. Girls be on that lifelong hater stuff. You think that until you know you in your 30s and be like, dang, you've been secretly hating for 30 years. Like I ain't even noticed it.
Like the dudes that I don't like online is like if your boy give you a ride and he got you. He recorded you coming to the car. What's good, family? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like he done loaned you some money. Yeah, this has been my brother for life. He called me in his time of need, said he needed to borrow a few dollars. I had to go without so he could have. But for him, I do it any day. Like, why are you trying to get likes off of mine to spare?
Yeah, that's what it is. That, and then that what I always call the secret competition, and you don't know that you guys in a contest, and then you winning, and you don't even know that it's a score being taken. But it's like I post something, then you got to post you won't like mine, but then you will post something close to what I posted. It's like a real competition, and then you mad at me because, you know, things ain't, you know, going right. It's like,
I got a friend, right? Just like my brother. He had a friend that he grew up with. Every time he does something, this guy has done it too. Like my friend was like, yeah, man, I just got in art school. Word, I've been looking at art schools too. My friend, he makes apps now. Like he's really good at it now too. His friend was like, actually, I've been looking into apps too. I just started working on something. It'd be like, how do you go your life not having a plan unless you copying what somebody else?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, trying to live somebody else's dream.
It's a lot of people who do that, though. Like, people can't come up with their own ideals, and not that I'm saying, I'm the only one who could ask questions on Facebook, but I really did kind of start the questions on Facebook. Then all of a sudden, I started seeing other people.
I've seen
rewording my questions or just copying and pasting them, and not even like, it's one thing to share, then people know, but they was like, I had to unfriend some people because they were literally taking my questions and asking them themselves. What?
Oh, yeah. I know one person very personally that was doing that with your post.
We was both thinking of the same person.
Yes, I know one person. I mean, but this is the same person that, she in competition with me, I think. Every time I post something good my kids have done, that she got to post her kid, And like you said, she don't like what I posted, but she'll like the drama I post, So, yeah, it'd be, I know at least one person definitely that does that.
Yeah, it's sad because sometimes I think that Facebook has revealed a lot of fakeness. Because people can create their own fairy tale lives on Facebook. You know what I mean? They can show you how good they doing, how good they dressing. It's people who gotta tell you what kind of car, you gotta see their new car. But they don't tell you how they behind on their bills, just filed bankruptcy, going to bed crying at night. You know what I mean? They ain't telling you that part, Yeah, I got all these women, but ain't telling you how many times they done been to the health department because they done got that call.
Yeah, like I know a guy. Like I don't follow him. I'm not friends with him, but I go to his page because it's public. But he be talking mess, calling people bums and that they broke, and he stay at a group home.
Okay.
Home. Be like, all you GR bums and dumb HO.
That's why he doing that. He's so mad he at the group home.
Yep, I'll send y'all his name because y'all will be dying. Like, I just go here. Like, somebody put me on to him the other day. Like, he posts food. Like, that's a real thing. Like, dudes will post pictures of food and be like, yeah, this is how a real king eat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do. He'd be like, you walked there to get it, and you walked back 20 minutes apiece. So this is a trip that required a car, but you just didn't have adequate transportation, my brother.
Yeah, you could create your own little fairy tale, and then nobody tells you, like I said, nobody tells you the bad. Every now and then somebody will come on there and may share something, but you'll see those be the ones that people overlook. I will say though, I think it was a couple of weeks ago I had said on there, I said, I'm the strong person. I'm the person that everybody comes to, but sometimes the people that everybody comes to, need encouragement too. And today is one of those days. And I will say quite a few people did. I got a lot, a lot of comments, but then also a lot of inbox messages and stuff too. It wasn't nothing, because then people, you okay and all of that. And it wasn't nothing, dramatic. It's just that sometimes you do, when you're the strong person, people, rely on you. Sometimes you need some encouragement, and people don't think about you because they be thinking, oh, Nikki, she got it. She good. And sometimes, you just need some encouragement too. And I wish that we did more of that, instead of scrolling past, to go to the drama. People love that drama, them fights. I wish that they would almost like that video that just came out of that 87-year-old woman and that man kicking her in the face. Like every dude, the dude who was recording and every dude in that background need to be erased, arrested too. And whoever her sons or grandsons or nephews, even dudes that just live next door to that lady, ought to whoop all of their tail. These dudes, so much like females, they won't even break up a bad fight. They will let 5 people jump on somebody and they taping it. Laughing.
Yeah, that's how they do now. Even kids. They watch kids. They record kids fighting. I know. Like,
that's crazy.
It's crazy.
And post it. And they should get, everybody who do that should really, really get in trouble for that. Like, you can't break this up. You guys gonna sit up there and let somebody jump on, kick that old lady like that. And if I would have been on the bus, I would have jumped up and swung on that dude.
I would have been fighting.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I saw that. They didn't have to let that go down like that. That was crazy.
And if they let them out, that's gonna be one of them trips I make to jump on somebody when you want to know, and that I don't know. Yeah, because he need his tail whooped.
Yeah, we order in advance. So anybody that want to come along, just throw in $5 and your name on the list, and we will come and pick you up.
For this pull-up. On the train.
It will be food, drinks, and music for this affair.
It's just like pathetic. So when we say etiquette, are we talking just?
Yeah, like what is too far on social media? Like we all know, like we could go back and forth. We all probably went back and forth with some people, but it's like, what is too far? Where it'd be like, I'm not gonna say that. That's what I'm not gonna do this. Because some people, I've seen it. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. I want to make sure I throw that out there. Somebody people will post pictures of their loved ones and make a comment like, yeah, look at this. Like, okay, like a friend of mine, right? I don't know this person like that, but a friend of mine. He was into it with a guy, and he posted a picture of the guy and his mom and said, blessings to Miss Harris for 5 years of being clean. Now, I don't know if this woman did drugs or not, but my friend just posted that. And
like not really being sincere.
Not being sincere. You know, it was me. All right. I'm gonna keep okay. Okay. So I don't know if that man mama was on drugs. All I know is she had a lazy eye and a bad wig. Now that just kind of gave off a feeling me, but he started it with me. I was on the defense. That's why I don't argue with people, because I can kind of take it there.
Wow.
That was too far.
Yeah. So what we do need to say is that we're just telling each of our stories. We're not responsible for anybody's actions
at all.
I'll
sign a waiver.
Right. So, and don't knock on my door trying to do no investigation, because I don't know who said what to who. So, but yeah, I think that kids should be off limits. I hate when people talk about people's kids. I think that more people should consider their kids, because like for Father's Day, I saw a picture that went around, and you know, Father's Day is like the worst holiday in the world on social media. And she had her child with a shirt on with the picture of the dad on it saying, he's a deadbeat dad. He doesn't deserve a happy Father's Day. I just wouldn't do that. That's too much.
Way too much.
Oh. Wow. I actually know a girl that said she was starting a T-shirt company. And if you can, you got a baby daddy, you can give her the picture and she'll put him on a T-shirt with the saying, deadbeat baby daddies or something like that. But yeah, she's trying to post them. But yeah, that's too much. And I told her about herself. I said, no. And she called herself queen. I'm queen this. I'm like, that definitely is not queenly to be
right
on shirt when you don't even know the whole situation,
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Usually it's the people who, and I'm just gonna flip over real quick, like Instagram. It be the people who make the worst comments. When you look at them, you be like, are you really talking about somebody looking like that? And sometimes I'll get in on those arguments. But
Nah, because it's always somebody big and black talking about they'll post a picture of a cute girl. Yeah, something wrong with them feet. I need me somebody more fit. Like you. You need you somebody more fitting together. A girl like this wouldn't even talk to you. What are you even talking about?
yeah. So that was, so I think that it's a lot of bullying on there. And if you think about it, so then now let's just ask one more question with this. What's an appropriate age to get on there? Because when you look at these young kids and the suicide rate and how, so it's not just bullying at school, they coming home being bullied. Then how old should you be to be on social media?
I'll go. I think some of it got to do with like the maturity of the kid and who they're being friends with. Because like my daughter is 13. She gets on. She does like Snapchat. She only snaps, young kids, and she does have a Facebook, but it's to keep in touch with her dad's side of the family. So, I let her do that, but she only got maybe 30 friends, and it's all mostly people her age group and family members. But I'm picky about which family members too, because some of them post some stuff that she don't need to be saying, and it just she's my friend, so I'm definitely make sure I'm watching what I post. But it's like I know I can't shield her from everything, and she's still gonna see stuff. So I don't know. I guess I just kind of feel like I'd rather kind of be able to monitor a little bit what she's seeing by, being on her page than just having her secretly make pages that I don't know about, because kids do that too. Like, they don't actually check if the child is 18. They just ask them what's your birthday, and they can easily say my birthday was in 2002. Now all of a sudden they're 18. So, I think you really got to watch that kind of stuff. But she don't really even be on Facebook. She do that Snapchat, though, like nobody's business.
Yeah, that's because they go away real quick. But I just think that, like you said, the maturity, I think that that's important. And then just watching, like, it shouldn't be nothing for you to pick up their phone and go on there. But I did see, it was a video, and it was a lady who did went live on Facebook Live with her daughter's phone. And I think she thought she was going to embarrass her daughter. However, the backlash came from her, because she was like, okay, let's wait. Okay, we got one of your friends came on, and then it ended up only being 5. She was like, oh, wow. You only got 5 people. Other people tell people to follow. Then she ended up, she ain't got no effing business. Cussing up a storm and trying to embarrass a girl. And then she says in the video, like, she on here trying to act grown, cussing and stuff. I didn't teach her to effing. But she kept doing all of this cussing. So of course the backlash came to her. What do you mean you're not teaching her to cuss? All the cussing you doing, if she hear you, the grandmother right there, like nobody says, don't do this. Then she kept putting a camera to the little girl, and the house was nasty. So like they just, social media just ripped into her, it just ended up being all bad. But I don't know if I'm for that, embarrassing your kids like that.
And parent, people who be parenting their kids online, like that's for behind closed doors, because at the end of the day, you're supposed to protect your child at all costs. You know what I'm saying? So you putting it out there that you you whooping them on Facebook Live or chastising them online. That's not protecting them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you humiliating them, and you're not even thinking like they got to deal with this at school, and kids is mean.
Right. So you bullying them. Right.
Yeah. Now you didn't bully them.
Right. You bullying them, and then they're gonna get bullied when they go to school. Because I know it was a guy who made his daughter walk like 3 or 5 miles or something like that to school because she couldn't ride the bus, but he rode at the side of her to make sure that she was making it and to teach her a lesson about bullying. And that came back, a lot of people, didn't agree with him and was saying, this is where the girl getting bullying from because he's bullying her by making her walk. Now, was it a punishment for some people? There will be a decent punishment. You can't ride the school bus. So you're going to walk, and I'm going to watch. I'll be here to make sure you're safe, but you won't have to post that.
Right, you definitely.
Everybody don't have to know you did that.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't have to use your child as the example for other people's kids, on that. Yes, I agree. Yeah. But I didn't think he was that bad for it because it's not like he was just dogging her out on the video, but yeah.
No, he wasn't dogging her out. He just said, this is my daughter. She walking, and I'm following her, because she's been bullying. But, a lot of people were saying that's a form of bullying. But other people were saying kudos to him because, if she can't ride the bus, this is a tough lesson to learn. I was just glad he was following her and didn't have her out there walking by herself.
Yeah.
So he made sure she got to school safe. But
what about them videos with people that take their sons to get the little old man haircuts and then send them to school like that? Like, I don't like those.
Yeah, I don't like that because that's embarrassing.
I don't like that either.
Like, that's opening your child up to being teased at school, and then when they get into a fight because somebody done teased them all day, now you're really mad because they had a fight and now you got to be home from work or whatever, and now you're mad at them for defending themselves from people bullying them because you did that to them. Like, I think that is too much.
The George Jefferson.
Yeah, like, no, that ain't right.
Other ways to punish your kids and to humiliate them in public. That's not me. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So, all right, our time has actually wind down. That was a quick.
Wow. Yeah.
Very, very quick. Our conversations, we keep it at an hour, and our conversations actually, the time really does go pretty quick. Is there one other thing you guys can think of about? Well, the one that I think of is, the one people love that, last breath and people in the hospital about to pass away and sick. And I just wonder, like, are they okay? Did you ask them if this was okay before they got sick? Because I couldn't see anybody wanting just anybody to see them on there taking their last breath. That bothered, and then it bothers me because sometimes, like, you'll go on there and, you may have, that you just may have not got the phone call yet. And a lot of people habit is first thing you do, you get up, grab your little phone, go out, check social media. And then, you find out somebody passed away or something like that. I don't think Facebook is the place to find out somebody passed away. No. Because as soon as you got the information, you want to put it on there instead of letting the family all find out first. You know what I mean? Right. So I think that people got to be careful about that. And then what else you guys think? Well, another etiquette about Facebook.
I actually seen somebody mom pass on Facebook. Like, he didn't post the footage of her passing, but he was like, "Mom's sick. I don't know if she's going to make it. The doctor said she doesn't have much time." So I'm engaged now. So I'm like, man, they saying she ain't got much time. What's going to happen? And I just said bye to my mom. I'm like, oh, no. Like, they about to pull the plug on her. Then he just said, she's gone. I said, no. Why? And then he was just like, funeral details coming through. I said,
it's not funny, but it's like that.
I was on the edge of my seat. I was refreshing to see what was gonna happen.
See, like that. Like, come on. Like, why? So that's how your family finding out because you doing that?
Man, I'm posting myself shaking when my mama passed. Y'all gonna see. Like, dang, his mama really did pass. He on the ground shaking, y'all.
Well, let's hope it ain't no time soon.
Y'all gonna see me on the camera. What you mean she ain't gonna make it?
Okay, so we're gonna stop that ignorant story. Newt, is it anything else that you want to add that you with Facebook etiquette that you sick of saying?
I think, like, if it's somebody that you don't know that's, kind of coming for you, they need to be shut down. But as far as, like, friends and family, like, I think people so quick to cuss their cousin out, cuss they, auntie out, whatever on social media, and then you have to see these people at family functions and y'all might have to fight or something.
Yeah.
So need to be more, they need to use more censorship, like, especially if it's somebody that you still got to deal with, and see. Don't get on Facebook trying to, do too much, and then, you got to call that person later, and they like, you was on Facebook talking stuff, but now you want to call me like, hey, cuz, like, no, ain't no hey, cuz now,
Right.
ask you to make them on social media. So I think people need to be more mindful of who they're coming after and, stuff like that, because you don't want to burn bridges from social media like that. It's supposed to be for fun and games, not to be arguing and falling out with people that you've been messing with for forever. So
that's real talk. That's good. So that was kind of your close, which is good. Coach P, your closing remarks.
Let's just try to keep it positive and show love on social media. Like, if you see somebody doing good, like, clap for them. Give people their roses while they're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was nice and uplifting, Coach P.
Yeah, so so I guess I will piggyback on that and just say, just remember what, Facebook is used for. And if you got something to say to somebody, pick up the phone and say it. Keep your personal business up off of there arguing with your boo, and then got to come back, a week later, or later that day, deleting all of the messages because now y'all back together. Keep all of that off of there. Have a limit when it comes to kids, and then just remember, some stuff out there you be thinking that it's gone. People will snap a screenshot and get your video so quick. And some of this stuff, especially, parents and stuff like that going back and forth, you got to remember your kids going to end up seeing, this stuff can get in your kids' hands and stuff like that. So you want to really, be careful with that. And just, be sincere about it. And, like, even if you hating, still just go on and like the comments so you don't look like a hater. We all don't want to know you a hater. We suspect it. We kind of know already. We know who the haters are, but at least like it so you won't seem as bad as a hater as you are. And, show some love to some people some of the time. Like you show Nikki being friends when you listen to the show. So we appreciate our numbers growing as well. So.
Okay, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because I forgot to throw this in there. Y'all know what I'm tired of? I can't stand the people that always got all the advice in the world for everybody else's situation, especially the dudes who be like, ladies, this what y'all need. Y'all need that uplifting, fellas. Y'all need to make sure y'all treat yourselves right. You single. So if you had all this good advice, why you ain't applying this to somebody? Because I explained that to somebody. I said a dude who treating his girl right, he ain't concerned or got time to be telling somebody else how to treat somebody else right. His girl don't even want him doing that because that means he ain't focusing. I'm sorry, I had to throw that out there because I can't stand them dudes.
They will try to break you up on the slide. On the slide. So anything else new before we end the show?
No, I think I've said that all that needs to be said about social media.
Okay. So we appreciate you guys once again for listening. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Go to Nikki, NIKKIB, and Friends on Facebook. And you can hit that email button to continue to send your questions in. It comes directly to my email. And also, I think that Instagram link is there now as well. But it's Nikki B _and_ friends is the Instagram. And Nikki B and Friends for Twitter. So I haven't had a lot of activity there, mostly Facebook. So we appreciate you guys and thank you all for listening. Again, want to thank our sponsored Leet Buds, LEETBUDS. So go there and order your AirPods and use the promo code GMW to receive a special promo discount. Some great AirPods that don't cost an arm and a leg. Great quality. So please make sure that you go and grab a pair and they will sync to any phone that you have. Thank you to Newt for joining us this afternoon or evening whenever you're listening. Thank you all again for listening. I appreciate you. Continue to listen and pass the word. And we out.